I want you to tell me if this is the best volley tip you have heard in months. When the ball is on its way to you, you have to be able to read where the ball is going to be when it arrives. Whether you're waiting for it to come to you or you're going forward, where will the ball be? And I want you to set the racket at that height. For instance, when the ball is coming at a medium height, just above net level, make sure that's where you set the racket so that you go flat into it. It's the same thing on the forehand. I'm going to set the racket not up here. I'm going to set the racket not down here. I'm going to be able to read the trajectory of the ball, understand where the ball is going to arrive, whether I'm going forward to it or not. It doesn't matter. There's going to be a height that I contact. I want to read that right off of my opponent's racket and set the racket at that height. So if I'm moving forward after a split step, I'm going to see that the ball is going to be right there. That's where I'm going to set my racket so I can go flat into it. Now let's say it's a high ball. It's no different. High balls, I'll go from my ready position, see the ball is going to be high when I move forward to make contact, and from the ready position, I go up when I set the racket, set it at the height of contact, and then I can go forward into the ball. No different on the backhand. Split step, I see it's going to be a high ball when I hit it. I'm going to set my racket high and then move into it to hit flat. One of the biggest mistakes I see with players is they have a default turn. They see that the ball, let's say, is going to be a backhand, and they set the racket to a certain place, then go find the ball. If it's a high volley, you'll see them turn medium and then go up to hit the ball. Same thing on the forehand. They'll set the racket medium, like a default turn, like, oh, it's a forehand, so I'll put the racket here. Then they think, well, where exactly will the ball be? Will it be high, medium, or low? Then they go to the ball from that point, from that default initial turn. When the ball comes off of your opponent's racket, you have to read not just if it's a forehand or backhand, but the height you'll be contacting. And when you set the racket at that height initially. It will save time. It'll hit a much flatter volley rather than having to chop. And you're going to put less backspin on the ball, which is going to make it so that you're a lot more consistent. But honestly, it's the low ball where this is the most important. When a ball is coming low to you, right? You're serving and volleying. You split step. You're going forward and you realize this is going to be a low volley. Do not set the racket at a medium height and then go down to the ball. If you go down to the ball, you'll know it because after contact, you'll slam your racket against the ground. You want to do what Pete Sampras did. He would set the racket low initially so he can volley up and out, and he can hit a much flatter volley. This is super common on the backhand. I've seen players who are going to hit a volley around their shins because it's a low volley, and they turn with their racket to head level. If you're setting your racket at head level, then having to go down to the ball, you are going to be late, especially when the low ball is fast. High balls are generally slow. I mean, think about it. You're at the net and your opponent hits it high and fast. That ball's going to hit the back fence, so you don't touch it. But the low ball, that's when the ball can travel really fast. And you'll see players go up to go down, and they'll actually swing and miss. The ball goes past them because they can't get their racket down in time. From your ready position, set the racket at the height where the ball is going to be, and you can hit a much flatter and more consistent volley. Now, if you're tired of lugging around your heavy and cumbersome ball machine to the courts to practice, then you've got to check out the Proton Ball Machine by Hydrogen Sports. And right now you can get free shipping in the USA when you take advantage of my coupon code at checkout, and it's 2minute_Proton. The link is in the description, but it'll also be right on the screen at the end of this video. The Proton is fully programmable using its intuitive app, holds up to 100 balls, and weighs less than 20 pounds. To check out the Proton, click the link in the description and remember my coupon code for free shipping, 2minute_Proton. And if you're looking for people in your local area to play matches against or practice with, maybe you want to find a local league at your level, or you'd love to find a coach who's close to you who can help you with your game, then use my link for PlayYourCourt. And it's playyourcourt.com/2minutetennis. When you use my link to sign up, you get 50% off. So click right there to check out the Proton Ball Machine, and be sure to use my coupon code at checkout for free shipping. And it's 2minute_Proton. You improve your volleys, and there's no doubt You're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. You got this.